Today's session is on the Canvas apps. We have already done some introductory classes on Canvas apps and the Power Platform, which are available on the YouTube, which Arshad has shared the link in the group. But today in this session, I'll specially emphasize on the importance and why someone should choose the Power Platform. And it's in the regards of the newcomers today with us, which are in a very good number, mashallah. And I hope they will continue with us in this learning journey. So this is basically an introductory session. So introductory sessions, aamtaur pe, they're not really interesting, but I will try to make it interesting, but all with your help. So you guys need to participate equally as well. Okay. Yeah, Harshad has already introduced me. My name is Osama Ijaz. I'm working as a Dynamics 365 technical consultant from last 4 years, 4+ years, and these sessions are arranged by XOFT Systems. XOFT Systems already Arshad introduced, and yeah, the agenda I already explained the agenda that we'll be talking about the Power Platform, the Canvas apps, its importance, and the basic introduction of the Canvas apps and short demo, inshallah. Yeah, so Exosystems introduced this series uh, actually to empower our people to produce and train some good resources, especially on this Power Platform. Why? Because it's a very easy, adoptable, and demanding skill in the market. So, as this is the point here that whether you're coming from a non-tech background with having no prior development and coding skills, and you are eager to kickstart your tech field journey, or you are from any technology background, from any means not related to Microsoft or Power Platform, might be from PHP or any, but you want to enrich your skill set, you want to add a powerful addition in your skill set, so Power Platform is an ideal choice. I will explain why in later, inshallah. Yeah, so okay, you don't need to have the development skills, the coding skills, but you do must have these things to continue this journey and to continue anything, uh, any other thing in life also. Like motivation, you need to be motivated, and you need consistency, participation with me, and then practice, and then obviously internet connection and basic technology. So why one should choose Power Platform? It's it's a straightforward two reasons, that it's growing in demand and it's easy to learn. Anyone can learn it, and once you learn it, it will be like a golden ticket in your career. It will boost your career. It's because it's very demand in the market. Companies are actively looking for folks who know their way around it, so it can be a boost in your career. And it's very easy to learn. We'll be focusing. See, Power Platform is a bigger umbrella. We'll be focusing on the Canvas apps. So
So,
Canvas apps is a yeah.
yeah, can I take this say a few words? Yeah, that's a wonderful. Yeah, Osama is explaining excellent. So thank you so much, Osama. Yeah, you will continue, but I want to just add a few words here. So basically, our platform is very easy to learn, as Osama has said. Um, so our goal is to train our people around this skill set. I know there are a lot of different training courses and a lot of team people in Pakistan who already have some technical background with PHP, some other open source technologies, or the .NET, anything like that. But this is something not very common in Pakistan. So we are trying to introduce this skill set and trying to bring in more resources around this, because this will help us to hire resources for our company, as well as the resources like whoever is getting trained on Microsoft 365 Power Platform, they can get hired by other companies as well. So it's a very good, demanding skill set, and it's very easy to learn. And not we don't need a deep development skill for this one. So that's the beauty of it. So yes, please, Osama. Sorry for that.
Yeah, thank you so much. So yeah, I'm going to explain and start what actually is the Microsoft Power Platform. So the Microsoft Power Platform is a bigger umbrella, is a collection of some Microsoft products, some very powerful, you can say products which aims to solve a wide range of business problems. Like, a business means your customer, the organization can need apps to solve their problems, can need a website to solve their problems. By solving problems, I means by addressing their needs. Means it's their requirement to have a website, to have an app, to have an insight of their data, have dashboards, reports, and to automate their processes, and to have a chatbot agent in their websites like this. So Microsoft is providing solutions around all this. They have, separate dedicated powerful products for everything like this. And the collection of all this is we call Microsoft Power Platform. It includes Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, Power Virtual Agent, Power Pages. I'll explain each of these in details, a bit details to get you people familiar with it. And it also contains AI builder, AI capabilities, data connectors. Data connectors means you can connect Power Platform to any data source you're already working. Microsoft has its own database, which is the Dataverse, the third one, you know, its own database, but you can connect to any other data source you're already working with through the data connectors. Yeah, so it's a powerful set of low code, no code tools. Its main thing is it's a low code platform. Means you don't need to have good coding skills or coding background to adopt this platform. So it's make easy to create efficient, flexible solutions for dynamic, versatile business needs and problems. Like building new apps, websites, as I already explained, chatbots, create business reports, automate business processes, repetitive tasks, and scale jobs. Yeah, as explained that it's a collection, but it's not only a collection. You know, it it provides a complete platform for managing everything for these components, like their structure, security, configurations, access control for the users permissions. It provides a centralized mechanism, a centralized dashboard and centralized portals for managing each of it. Power Apps, Power Automate, Power BI, Power Virtual Agents. So you can say it's a comprehensive ecosystem that empowers you actually to create solutions for the organizations. So these are the components: Power Apps, make sure Power Apps, Power Automate, Power BI, Power Virtual Agent, Power Pages. But our focus will be on Power Apps. But to make you guys familiar with other components and to get an overall idea of the Power Platform, we'll go in a bit detail of all this. So the first one is Power Apps. Power Apps is basically a platform for making apps, for apps development. It's a low code development where you don't need any coding skills or architecture or app related knowledge. The uh, you don't need to worry about the front end and the back end development, etc. It provides you a complete suite of app development, having ability to connect with data sources and enabling you to design tailored solutions for unique needs. It represents two distinct type of apps. Means it's a Okay, it's a platform for apps development. So what kind of apps it offers? It offers two kind of apps. One is the Canvas app and second is the model driven app. There are two different types of apps, you know. So Canvas app, obviously this will be our focus inshallah. It's it's focused on the UI. You have full control over the UI. You can design pixel perfect, means as you want. You can design it. It's like a blank paper, and you need to put your own design in it and connect to a data source, and you go. And then you there are Excel type formulas. Yes, okay, you don't need the coding, but there is one thing called Power FX. It's like simple Excel formulas. There are built-in formulas. You just need to know how to use those formulas, and you will be able to connect to data sources and to play with the data and play with the front end and design your actions the user will take. It can connect to the Canvas app. Only the Canvas have the ability to connect to any data sources other than the Dataverse. Means you can connect to your SQL, you can connect to your SharePoint, you can connect to your Excel, OneDrive, any data source you have. There are already 900 pre-built connectors for it, but you can also create your own custom connector. Means there is a functionality to create your own custom connectors to connect with your existing data sources. It's a great thing. And it can run on any devices: mobile device, browser, web, tablet, desktop. It's accessible on all devices. The other one is model driven app. It's basically more of a the UI in it is bounded. It's is standard. There is a standard UI which every app has to follow. Means you cannot design much of it. There are existing frameworks and the UI structure. You will be working in that same structure. It's data centric, by the way. Means component focused approach to app development without writing code. Okay. Yeah, UI customization is more constrained compared to Canvas app. They provide a structured environment for building applications that prioritize data-driven processes. Means apps where the data is the main center. Data, the relationships, the fields, the entities, and a complete model, a complete end-to-end solution of a business problem. For this, we choose model-driven app, and it only works with Dataverse. The Dataverse is the Microsoft database. It doesn't work with any other database. Yeah, here is another comparison. In Canvas app, you have UI control. In model-driven app, you don't have UI control. It's automatically generated, and it's responsive and great UI. Okay, and Canvas app can use Microsoft and non-Microsoft data sources, but my model-driven app can only connect with Microsoft Dataverse. Canvas apps as task-focused, pixel perfect means it's like you can create Canvas app for leaf tracking system, for to do for tracking employee leaves, and means one task related a focused application. But model driven app is it should it's generally it's a complete end to end business solution. Like if some if anyone of you is aware of the dynamics sales module or customer service, so providing a complete end to end solution of all the process, the model driven app is preferred. Gives me okay. Basically, model driven apps are uh, they are more related to the dynamic CRM and the enterprise ERP applications. There's a history of CRM and enterprise applications. These applications were later merged into this Power Apps and called model driven apps. But this Canvas apps is was a new edition in which you can you have the UI control and can connect to any data source. That is the a basic idea of both of these apps. Anyone getting it?
Osama, Sorry to interrupt you because I just raised my hand for last 1 minute. I thought you will see, but maybe you are more into the sessions. But can you please just explain? Because you can see here a lot of people who are a layman here. So in a simple terms, they want to know what we are discussing, where we were, and where we are going. We need to tell them because they are uh, just they are still studying in the university, so I want them so they can get more excited about this. We need to can we do this in this way that so they can get motivated, like we can tell them, hey, we all know about this. There is a need for a website, what we do, why we create this type of websites, and okay, and as an alternative, there are pre-built tools that we can utilize to tailor the solution as per the whatever, like this way, like the storytelling. So the people, for me, they consider me being a layman. Believe me, I will I it will be better if you could do this one.
Uh,
You got my
I'll give
point?
you the chance.
Okay, yeah.
Zishan, you can take the lead like this if you want to.
So let
It's a
me.
great idea, by the way.
Okay, okay, yeah, it's a good idea. No worries. But what my point is, yeah, he's doing good. So yeah, Usama, once you will move on to the like real demo, that will help other users like to understand what that is and how it looks like. Because so far it's just a presentation. So I would
Yeah,
say that
I have attached these screens. Actually, I plan to move to the demo after completing the components. But if you
yeah, because
want, I can jump directly.
no, that's fine. Yeah, if you can quickly just move on to these screens and just give brief introduction of these screens and move on to the demo side, because demo
Uh,
makes more sense to everyone, where they can at least realize what is happening, what that how that
yeah.
looks like, and it's more kind of visual.
Okay,
Thank
okay,
you for that. Yeah, thank you, Zishan. Thank you so much. Yeah, keep going.
okay. So we discussed Power Apps, which is one powerful tool in the Power Platform. The other one is Power Automate. It's a great automation tool with AI capabilities. Uh, I'll not go in the details because obviously details are boring. I myself want to go in the real implementation. But for the introduction, it's an automation tool for creating automated workflows and for sending automated reminding emails. Here are a few examples. I can tell you that like automatically send email notification to users and save email attachment to SharePoint. Suppose an attachment comes in your email and you want to store it in any specific attachment, you can do it with it, Power Automate, and same like other dimensioned. The other one is Power BI. By the way, it's the most familiar one. It's the data analysis and reporting tool. You can create very, very interactive and very powerful reports using this. So it's a data analysis and reporting tool in the short. Here's a few example of it. It's a patient management and analytics dashboard. Yeah, you see how good it is. And this one is a detailed dashboard with a powerful set of information. Okay. The next one is Power Virtual Agent. You people must have seen chatbots in many websites. So Microsoft has its own, platform for building AI and trained chatbot. It's a virtual agent. You can use it for creating chatbots and adding it to your websites. Then come the Power Pages. It's a platform for creating websites. Yes, so it's a new member of the Microsoft Power Platform family, and it's a low code platform for creating websites. In short, if Microsoft is also offering this one for creating websites. In short, so we have seen one thing for apps, then for the automation and the background automation processes, the Power Automate, and then Power BI for creating reports, then for creating the chatbot, and then for creating website. Actually, what makes these things stand out from the other traditional technologies is that the things which were, which takes months and years can now be built in days and weeks. You can uh, quickly create these things with using this, using Power Platform. Then it has AI Builder. It has some very cool features, but yeah, like you can have a paper and a design of your app, and you can take that image, scan it, upload it, and it will create the user interface and the app from that image for you using the AI feature. It's one of the feature. There are also many other cool features. Yeah, and the Microsoft Dataverse, you will hear about this oftenly because it's the foundational data storage platform within the Power Platform. It's as a it's a it's the base of everything in the Power Platform, the database. Yeah, it and the Dataverse has also a standard database model. A common data model containing the predefined entities uh, that covers some basic business domains such as sales, marketing, customer service. The basic entities, the basic tables, the relationships, and such a data model exist in this Dataverse. And then we have connectors, as I told you in the start, that connectors. Using these connectors, we connect with any database, with any possible database through Microsoft Power Platform. And there are already 900 connectors available. Means 900 connectors for 900 different data sources available, which you can use to connect. Some common examples are SharePoint, Excel, Salesforce, Office, Dropbox, Google, and more. So yeah, now let's come to live demo. So, I want your attention, all of you. It can be a boring part, but the good part is going to start. So you should be very focused on this one. I'm going to create a simple app, a simple app, uh, a very basic app. You will see how quickly and easily I will create this. You don't need any coding, any traditional deep skills for this. But before going forward, let me tell you that how to come here. We have shared a video in the group which guides you to how to have a trial account for this Power Apps. If you could all, using that video, you can easily get a trial account and access this Power Apps. And after having the trial account, simply you have to navigate to this address, make.powerapps.com. Let me do it for you. You don't need to install heavy tools and anything on your desktop and like Visual
And
Studio or anything.
another URL is like mostly if you type in portal.office.com, that it will bring on to you to
Y-
Microsoft
Yeah,
365, basically where you can see all of these applications, because these are Power Platform is part of Microsoft 365, and we have smaller
exactly.
application of segments, so you can approach any of the application through. You can share these links. I will share that. You can just continue. I will share these links within the chat.
Yeah, so you log in into your Microsoft 365 where you can see all your apps you have access to and you have a license or a trial to. So Power Apps is one of them. After having a trial account for Power Apps, you can start from here. And okay, let me tell you. I will create a simple app from an Excel sheet. Excel sheet would be my database, and I will create a simple, you can say, a CRUD application out of that. Let me go to my Excel sheet to show you how it is. Yeah. So I have this very simple Excel sheet, a to-do list. It has, a list of names, their descriptions, due date, and status. Okay, is it yeah, it's good. I will simple. Okay, there are many ways you can start this. You can create your app. You can start creating your app with the data, with the template, or you can start from blank. I will here start from the, it will create a three-screen app for me without doing anything. I will also create the application from blank myself to explain how the components and drag and drop functionality works. I have, sorry. You are here from home, okay? You choose create from Excel. You need to give the connection of your Excel sheet. For this, I will choose uh, OneDrive for Business. Why OneDrive for Business? Because OneDrive for Business, Excel is stored on OneDrive in our office. So I've given this connection to my Excel sheet. It's the same account, it's on the same environment, you can say. So it gives me, after giving connection, it gives me the available Excel sheet on the OneDrive. Its name is to-do list. I will choose it. It will show me the available tables. It has only one table. Its name is table 1. We can also change the name, by the way. We can change the name like this. Table design and table 1. Let's make it to-do list. Okay. Okay. So you see, it create an app for us, but why the data is not coming? Because there is a thing that if it's something like concurrency issue. If you have opened this Excel and you're editing it, it will not show up here. So we need to close it. And I will close it. I will play this. Okay. So let me explain you the interface first. Here you can see the components of the app. Here we have one screen. We have three screens, by the way. In the first screen, we have a gallery, a view of our table records, and these are the search box and the sorting for sorting, and it's for refreshing like this. Then this is the second screen for viewing the details, and this is the screen for editing it. Okay. Here is, you can add data, you can add media and other things which we'll see later, inshallah, in detail. These are some advanced concepts, but the basic concepts, let's focus on it. You can play the app from here. Okay, let's try to add some commands, dummy. description. Testing. Okay. Okay, might be some issue with the network. Let's see. Let's create it again. I choose Excel. Yeah, this is already added connection. I will choose it again. Add guest to the list, my Excel sheet, my table, connect. It will take some time. Yep, now it's showing up. Might be because I changed the table name. That's why it caused the issue. So it
Yeah, you
created,
had to
it
refresh the
created,
database, so that's fine.
yeah, yeah. So it created the app for us, a complete app for us by just, few clicks. Let's have a demo. You see the list, you just click on this and it will show you the details. It's a detail screen. A basic app. You can obviously you can mature it. You can add whatever you want. So, but it quickly you see how quickly it creates uh, a very good app for you. Let's edit this one. Let's make free account. Okay, add dummy in progress. Make it done. XYZ. Let's see. Okay, it's done. You see, if we see our database, like sig in our database also. Okay. I think it will not open because it's already accessing it. But obviously the data change is reflected in the database. So it was a very simple app. Now let me show you some already available cool templates that will motivate you and that will be of your interest. Okay, app to-do list.
So we have a question here in the chat. Someone
Mm-hmm.
is asking, I think Osama. So who asked? Is this the Osama is the same or is it different Osama? I guess it's a different Osama, right?
Yeah,
So
it's a small. I have a question. Is
uh,
the to-do list application layout is by default or do you use any kind of formula? Yeah, very good question. Very good question. So in Canvas app, you have two kinds of layouts. One is tablet and other is mobile. So this one, because I created it from Excel, it automatically created it in the mobile layout. This was the question. Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you. See here, when you choose blank Canvas app, it gives you two formats, tablet or phone. You can select your desired format and it will gives the layout according to the chosen. We have seen the phone one. Let's see now see the tablet one. I will create the same app, not the complete app, but the gallery section just to show you people how easy is to add the components and connect it with the data source. You don't need any heavy configurations, heavy coding, just click, click, click. To-do list from blank. Yeah. So this is a blank screen. You can it's in the tablet form. Okay. We can you can rename the screen. We should rename the screens properly. Screen as uh, tasks list. Okay. I'm just doing this to give you an idea, and you can skip me if I give any improper name. Okay. Now I want to add a gallery. I will go here in the components. I will choose a vertical gallery and it's added here. Okay. Okay. So gallery is here. Now what data you want to display in this gallery? Select from your data sources. It's not available. We will not select it now. We'll first add the data source from here. You can add your data source first or can add later and connect to gallery as up to you. No issues. So again, I will go to the OneDrive for Business. We'll choose my connection and we'll bring the data from the Excel sheet. I think if I'm not going fast, let me do it again. I think I went too fast. Okay, connectors, OneDrive for Business, choose my connection, the available Excel list in it's one, so it's showing only one. I will select it. We'll select the table and connect. Okay, so it's here. Now I will connect. You can directly connect by clicking here or from here in the right section. It's the property section of the component. The data source, you can see the available data source and you can select. Okay. I also want to change the layout of the gallery because the image is included in the layout, but I don't want the email. I will add title and subtitle like this. Okay. I can explain, it's a tablet layout, so the design should be according to the tablet. So let's see. I will try to make it more presentable by adding a text label. Okay, just be with me and see how will I change this simple text label to good looking one. To-do list. Okay, and I will make it in the center. Will increase the size and I will choose the background color from here. It's the text color and I will choose white for the text and purple for the background. See now, yeah, now it's looking somehow good. Also, I will add some border to my gallery like this, and that's presentable now. How you see how easy is to create. Okay, it's not a perfect screen, but you can, easily design things like this. I can play it here to test it, how it looks in the final stage. So it's showing me the records and the gallery and the screen. Is it appealing for you all?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I can
good.
hear
It's
you, man.
wonderful.
You're audible. Yeah, I can hear.
Not it's not about the audible. Okay.
I know. How
He was
Zishan is
somewhere
coming
else and he
today.
jumped.
I know how Zishan is coming today.
Because you repeated 3 times, so I thought, man, you do
Um,
not get disappointed. So that's why.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, yeah, now I'm going to show you some good looking cool apps because it was It was a demo of how you can start easily with it, but you can also start with available templates, and you should start when you are going to start learning the Canvas apps. You should start with the templates because the components used there, the formulas used there, we can easily grab how we can copy the same structure in our app. So I will start with the template, and there's a very cool template uh, which helps in this Power Apps learning. They have created this awesome module for the training itself. Yeah, I have chosen, if someone misses, I have chosen this template. There, let me show you the available templates. You see the fundraiser app, innovation challenge, asset checkout, book a room, onboarding tasks, shoutouts, leave request, uh, see how many options there are. This will increase your insights that what can you build with this Canvas apps? What is the power of this Canvas apps? So there are so many templates available. I will choose this Power Apps training this one. Yeah, I just choose the template and created it. The key is you guys watch the video of how to get the trial and get the trial as soon as possible and start exploring this and then come up with as much questions as you can. So the queries and ask the queries in the group so it can help other also.
I
Yes,
would
we
like to add.
always
Sorry,
like to have
you may
questions.
continue.
Yes, please go ahead.
Sam, can you please go back to the same screen, the previous one? Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to raise one, the for all of them that you guys are hearing and listening and seeing this one session. So do not try to create the apps in default environment. Okay. So on top of that, that's the recommended, the best practices, one of the, okay, as per the model. So Usama, can you please just tell them where they can choose the environment? So
No, actually, the same is that with the developer, with the Power Apps developer program, the trial account they will be signing up for does not offer the Dataverse
That is right.
and
Yes. Uh,
yeah,
with the trial
and the
accounts, you
capability.
cannot create
Yeah,
multiple environments, I guess. Um, it's just the 1 GB they give you. They're
yes,
gonna give you
exactly,
GB
exactly.
for
That's
extra.
what I.
So for the developers,
for learning.
they're
Yeah,
gonna be creating
huh,
only in the same default environment.
exactly.
So you have to pay extra money
That's a
for
point that I want
extended
to raise.
environment.
That
I got your point, but that basically comes when you are developing some professional application. So for the development environment, for the developers, I think that's totally fine. Wherever you are developing or building application, that's totally fine. Because but once you are into the corporate environment, of course they're going to provide you multiple environment. So the reason what Zishan wanted to point out is basically when you're developing application, you cannot develop directly into the production environment. Of course, you have to develop in the development environment first, and then gradually uh, move it to the upper environment, like testing environment, then and then to the production. Uh, it just follows the regular uh, application lifecycle management cycle. Um, it just follows the same thing. So we can just um, migrate our application to the upper environments as usually we do with other applications. So I think that's what he's pointing to. So that's good. Thank you, Zishan, for that.
Yeah, and once you have the environments, you can obviously select from here the available environments. Obviously, it's something provided by XOFT, so I have another environment. So environment is like, a boundary you have for your resources. the resources like database, the users, the space available. It's like everything is bounded in one environment. The things which are related to one environment is related to that, and the other environment cannot use the resources of other environment. So to divide the resources, uh, it's a concept like this. So it's a boundary for the resources, and you should be playing adding your apps in the concerned environment. But we'll see these details, the security of the apps, the roles, how to publish it, how to share it, and how to manage the resources later, inshallah. Obviously, this is some, these are some advanced concepts. So yeah, I created
Yes,
this
these
app.
two.
Sorry.
Yeah, we because this is just so far we are just building the basics so that everyone in the team understands the basics of Microsoft 365 Power Platform. So gradually we'll move on to the next level or the higher levels where we just start deep diving into each of the applications. So stay tuned. We will get there. Of course, the goal is just to train everyone, bring in, build the focus so that once everyone here has some kind of focus and wanted to learn a little bit more, then it will motivate us as well. So we wanted to generate some resources based of based of it, so that everyone has good skill set around Microsoft 365 Power Platform, and it's very helpful. It's very easy to build application. Whoever has some basic understanding about the computer and all that can really learn. But the goal is to have good focus on determination. Once you have the determination, and you can be get hired by XOFT or anywhere, because the goal is just to provide you some technological background and understanding around Microsoft 365 so that you can be productive in the market, and uh, we can contribute in your growth as well. So we wanted you to grow as well. So yes, please. Sorry, Sama.
Okay. So I'm in the final stages of showing some sample apps so that you can get insights that what actually you can make with this Canvas apps. So I have created this, how cool is this app? We have created this with Canvas apps very easily. So for your information, this is a template available in the templates of Canvas apps, Power Apps training app, which you can use to learn it very well. See, here it provides the details. You will do these details and press the next button to unlock the next parts. Here it says that play this app with F5. I'm here. Okay, play this app with F5 or play button in the top right corner and press next button. Okay, I'll play this app. I will choose next. See, now it says F5 or play the button. Obviously, it exit as, it says, here it says, wait. Yeah. In the welcome screen, it says F5 to play the app, then next button, then escape to return to the edit mode. So we press next button, exit, and then again play it to see what it says next. I'm just explaining this that when it says that play this app, it's just exiting and playing the app again. And in the play mode, it says toggle the switch. The next button will appear. Task completed. It's a very good to introduce you with the controls and the components available in the Canvas apps. Like here it shows us that this is something available. Now it will guide you how can you change the fill color of this box. You can change the font size and you can change the image in this container by following these simple details. It's a cool template, and you see it's an app. It's created in Canvas app. It's a very detailed app. So it's amazing. And the other it's I'm moving to other to show some other flavor. Okay, here I choose this template and it asked me for the layout, for the format. Now this one was the tablet. Now let's choose the phone and see what's next. Latent time. Let's see. Let me say def. Okay, can you please tell me when
You
you
have a
make it?
question.
Sorry?
You have a question in chat.
Yeah, yeah, I see. I see it. I see it. Okay, okay. People are getting interested, shows. Okay, let's see. I'll tell you. Let me show you here. Or might be. Yeah. If you're looking at my screen, on clicking this next button, if this is, tell me if I got your question that how, for example, I can clicking on this button can navigate to the next screen. Is it the correct understanding of your question, Ashna?
Are you trying to answer that question asked by? Okay, so basically,
Yeah.
Ashna is asking for the components. Components are
Mm-hmm.
reusable pieces of the code. So you can
Okay.
reuse components anywhere within the same application or in other application as well. So that's basically the component concept. We talk about in our previous videos, but not in detail. But in future videos, we'll start working on it in detail. The components. The components is a very
Inshallah.
good piece where it's just a piece of code. You can reuse it in anywhere within the same application or some other application. So I believe I should have answered that question. So yes, please go ahead, Osama. So we are already almost 1 hour. So I'll try to, I would say, try to just wrap it as
Ah,
quickly as possible.
okay. Okay. Just have a look at this another cool mobile format app. Login as employee, login as manager. I'll quickly show the screens like this. See how cool it is. I request all to add this new. You can add this. Wow, you know, select dates from two. Obviously, this is simple and not connected to any data source. That's why I'll I'm just showing you the front end and look and feel. So this was all about today's session, but please consider this as an introduction because if when we'll go into the components, we'll explore the components one by one, inshallah, with complete details. So then it will be more informative and interesting, inshallah.
So someone has
So
raised hand. Yes, please
yeah, yeah.
go ahead. Who is this?
Muhammad
Salam.
Yasin.
Am I audible?
Alaikum salam.
Walaikum assalam, Yasin. Yes, I
Yeah,
can hear you. Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay. First of all, Usama bhai, it was very well defined and very well explained.
yeah. I tried to.
No, it was
Okay.
awesome. So excellent.
So
I second it.
I have a small question related to connectors and connections. We
Mm-hmm.
know there are connectors provided by Power Apps for like many commonly used data sources, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
they are called standard connectors, right?
Yeah.
So what if we are in a situation where we want to connect to other types of data sources, like the one you built? Do we have to
Uh,
create our own custom connectors, or we can use those standard connectors?
the one like I built is I use the existing connectors for connecting it to Excel to connecting it to OneDrive. Okay, it was the it was like using the existing connector. But if you have a database which is not available, the most common example these days is Graph API. Graph API is
Yeah,
something
you want.
which provides
Hmm.
you. Mhm.
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. Usama is saying right. So there is a Graph API. Basically, Graph API is only when you have to connect uh, anything within the Microsoft Azure or the applications related to the Microsoft. But the good thing is you can still develop and come up with your custom connector. Like your application is sitting in MySQL. So Graph API
Yeah.
won't work when you have to connect with the MySQL to your data,
Mhm.
which is in MySQL. If you don't find the standard connector, MySQL standard connector within the Microsoft suite, then what you can do is basically create your custom connector. That's another thing. So custom connectors helps you to connect with any application. It can be API, it can be any other data source which is not available within the 900 data connectors, what Osama has mentioned. So you can build out of based on they have already provided some layout. You can just follow the layout and create a custom connector with any application. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay, I got it. Thank you so much. I got it
Mhm.
now.
This is not the time, but I will explain someday, inshallah, how to create the new connector. You have to provide the authentication details and all that. You know, it involves a bit development skills, development knowledge. So we'll see in details, inshallah. We'll train on this
Yeah,
also.
inshallah, we'll go there too. But yeah,
Sure,
we
sure,
are
sure.
gradually moving forward, so we are not there at the custom connector. So we'll discuss that custom connectors as well in future. So any other questions? So good question so far. Yeah. Any other questions, please?
For adding custom functionality. Actually, it's yeah, for adding custom functionality is, for custom connector, we need to have some knowledge of basic API connections. Connection, you can say basic API
Okay.
knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me explain that.
Okay. Okay.
Basically, it helps you to use any of the technology. You even if you are from the Java side, you can build the Java based application or the APIs, and those APIs can be consumed. I know it's kind of the advanced, very advanced question, but Michael, when we have to integrate with other languages or other technologies, then we have to start focusing on the Microsoft Azure side, which is just the father of Microsoft 365. But so far, we are just targeting the Microsoft 365 area. But when we have to integrate with other applications, like deep dive into other applications, uh, and integrate and read the events or all that kind of stuff, then we have to go to the Azure, and we have the event hub within the Azure. We need to use the event hub or different other technologies from the Azure side to just pass the information over. But just for your basic understanding, we can uh, we can do the development in any of the open source technologies like JavaScript packages, uh, whatever JavaScript packages are available, like Angular, Vue, and one is from the Facebook, the React one. So we can use React, Angular, Vue, or any other JavaScript packages and build our applications around or the components around, and also the C sharp, as I said, the Java, the core Java. We can also use that too. But of course, for that, it's just a at very advanced thing, and we are not there. Basically, at this stage, we are just trying to stay within our boundaries where we just focus on Microsoft 365 area and uh, just drag and drop kind of thing where it's easier for a layman understand and build some application. Yes, please. Any other question? Any question? Mhm.
Yeah, let's do one thing. Let's do the next session on on the features on this very cool new features. And Zishan can give on the session on it. What do you say?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think
can
Zishan
plan,
is
but
ready.
let me check
Hmm.
the availability, and I will get back to you for sure. No problem.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, that's awesome.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Mm. So yeah, I think now I'll end it here. And it was a great session. Everyone asked good questions. So please next time come up with more questions and try to watch the videos, or I will try to share more content from other resources. We have one developer. He's in Microsoft. The resource, his videos are very good generally. What is his name? Osama. He's a Texas based. What is his name? It's not coming on. But I will share
And
that.
yeah, no issues. We can see it and send it
Yeah,
later.
I will share. I will share that in chat. I will try to share some videos from other content creators, and we have good stuff available. Very good stuff available in the market. To learn it. It's a very hard technology. Microsoft is investing heavily on it, and it, it's a very good potential. I don't know how many companies are teaching Power Platform in Pakistan. I know few companies they are already getting business done based on Power Apps, Power Platform in Pakistan, but of course it's way less than other technologies as compared to JavaScript or C Sharp or any other technology. So we wanted to create a good ecosystem around Microsoft 365 Power Platform. It's easier. We can uh, like we don't need a deep development skill set. That's the beauty of it, and Microsoft is investing heavily on it, and we can easily we are getting more business on it, and we if you guys can start focusing, start learning whatever resources we are providing, and you can start looking for resources around the internet. It, internet is full of information around this technology. You can find on YouTube or any other forum. Even Microsoft itself has provided a lot of learning material on their website around Microsoft 365, Power Platform, Dynamics, everything. So next time, come with more questions. We love questions. It will help us to understand where we are heading, how deep we can dive for our upcoming session. Because how deep focus you guys have, because that will help us to uh, drive these classes accordingly. So we don't want to go
Hmm.
very, very deep into and then it's just flying over your head and it's not, you guys are not even picking up. That that not gonna solve the purpose, serve the purpose, because our purpose is to teach you something where it can help you learn something and grow, because we all wanted to grow together.
Yeah.
We are connected with each other, right? So with this message, I wanted to end. Yasir, you want to add something? Usama, you want to add something? And then I would say
Yeah,
that's
I
it for
just want
today. Mhm.
yeah, yeah. I just want to say then that we have showed the way. We have shown the way, and then now it's up to you all that how far you want to go. And we are here to help always and learn along with you all. That's it.
Yasir, you want to say something? And
No, nothing. It's good.
okay, that's good. Okay, I think it's already too late for Pakistan people, and let's end our session for now. Thank you so much. Generally, I focus try to keep it for 1 hour, so I know it's a little late for today. I'm sorry. So hopefully for next session, we'll try to keep it within our 1 hour window, our max 40 to 1 hour. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Talk to you soon.
Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.